Welcome to Bugema University, a Seventh-day Adventist institution of higher learning. Bugema is located on Gayaza, Zirowe, Rusika Road. It's a beautiful place tucked away in the beautiful countryside of Uganda. When you step onto the campus, you are greeted by the world of colors and sounds, the rustling of leaves and the singing birds and vibrant colors of flowers. Bugema isn't just a school, it's a magical place where nature and learning come together in a wonderful way. So, join us on this adventure as we explore and uncover leadership at Bugema University. Here, student leadership isn't just about holding titles. It's about active roles in shaping the campus community and beyond. From organizing events to the leading clubs and organizations, students at Bugema are deeply engaged in a wide range of leadership activities. Student leaders are committed to making positive changes, and the university supports them by providing resources and encouragement. Student leadership at Bugema University is about students working together to make their campus and community better for everyone. Student leaders at Bugema University, more especially the guild president, has to belong to Bugema University Students Association, which association is for all students regardless of their nationality. The Bugema University Students Association in BUSA has existed right from the start of Bugema University in 1994, when Bugema University first obtained a government license to operate as a university and was officially recognized by the National Council on June 29, when Bugema University was chartered for the first time. Its campaign-organized elections were held in 2009. With the help of the Dean of Students, it has remained as a powerful and mother of the Bugema University campus. The BUSA vision is to serve as a training ground for leadership development within the students' community by participating in decision-making process at appropriate levels and facilitate the establishment of an environment where students develop physically, socially, intellectually, spiritually, psychologically, and culturally. Its mission is to provide an effective channel of communication between the students' body, the university, administration, and faculty, and its aim is to protect and negotiate for students' rights and provided for in the university's student handbook and the BUSA Constitution Bill of Rights and honoring the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. One of the achievements of the Bugema University Students Association is the establishment of modern studying centers. These study centers can accommodate 40 students while they study and stay connected to the outside world via the free university Wi-Fi network.
My name is Namutebi Agnes, a student at Bugema University, pursuing a bachelor's degree in mass communication and journalism. Yes, well, ever since I joined my university, I've been a leader since my first year, because right now I'm a third year student, but I've been a leader. I began as a course leader, taking that responsibility in different course units till my second year. I was appointed as the president of my department. I love to be a leader. I was not inspired by anyone, but I love it by passion. I love to be a leader. I want to lead people in the different group because I feel I possess the qualities of being a good leader. And I love leadership, although I'm not above the law, but I want to be a leader. I love leadership in particular. While in Bugema University, accessing leadership positions is easy. First, the requirements are accessible and normal to everyone. You are coming from in a particular country, or you're an international, or a national student. What they request to stand as a leader, they are just the normal things that their institution provides. For example, your GPA has to be outstanding. You have to acquire leadership skills. You have to be motivated. You have to show that responsibility as a leader. You know, being a leader at times is talent. You see, someone doesn't have all the requirements, but he's talented to become a leader. So you should, even at times, to be talented. Leadership in the game is very easy to understand, because in the current elections we've carried out, we saw a woman coming to stand amongst the crowd of the many muscular men that we are standing as a guilty president. She was Muchala Gertrude, and she managed to be number 2. That showed a difference, a high difference, that even women in Bugema University can become leaders of big positions. So the Bugema University is the institute that trains leaders in particular. Yes, leadership in Bugema has caused a great impact. For example, it has shown our people's opportunities, capabilities, that they can become leaders. Especially, I'm a woman. So I am here to motivate or to inspire women empowerment. Right now in Bugema University, women can also stand to be leaders. And even we've noticed countrywide that some of our MPs on different constituencies have been once leaders at Bugema University. So leadership here in Bugema University is grooming people from calling it a university basis to international. Because even, for example, in Kenya, there are like 3 MPs right now in the national parliament of Kenya that ever been guilty presidents of Bugema University. So Bugema University has caused a great impact in mentoring good leaders.
Okay, I'm called Maurice Matovu. The welfare at the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication in Bugema University. Now, when you talk about a collaboration, students collaborate well with the leadership, with the leaders in Bugema. Because if there is any issue, we can tell our MP, because each school has an MP or a member of parliament, a member who sits in the Bugema Students Association Parliament. So they take our issues there, and they discuss on them very well. So talk about students collaborating well with the leaders in the university. They collaborate very well without any inconvenience and other issues. Now when you talk about accessibility, all students can access the leaders very well, because you have a WhatsApp group at the university, which is Bugema. That WhatsApp group unites all students with that WhatsApp group. The president or the guild president is an admin on that WhatsApp group. So if you have any issue, you address it on the group, and the president finds out the solution, or he takes the issues on the Senate or on the people that are concerned. Then ask me about the positive and the negative. The positive effects over leaders. I'll talk about the benefits they get. At Bugema, Guild's president is given the tuition is paid for that full year. He's paid tuition for the full semester, the 2 semesters, and he's given accommodation at the university. Those are some of the benefits. Then the MP, they get some allowances. Every session when the parliament sits, he gets an allowance of like 50,000, 100,000 every session. Then the negative side, I think there's no any negative. The negative side, I will talk about they might get a session or a program when like he has a lecture, so he has to choose from the two. Can I go for a session or I go for a lecture? So I think that's the only challenge he faces. These sessions can be at the same time with the lectures. So the leader decides to choose from the two, attending the sessions or attending the lecture. I think that's the only challenge. Then now when you go to the projects, the Bugema Students Association makes projects every year. We have these, we call them surfing centers. I think you will see them around the university. Each year, they construct the surfing centers, which help us to, when we want to chill or to rest a little bit in the school, in the university compound. We use those surfing centers. For example, when you have the discussions, we use those surfing centers. Time round, they did what we call the talent stage. Was this year's project. So that money which is collected every semester, the 20,000 which is collected every semester, is used to make those projects every year. Like each government which is going out of power or which is handing over power does those projects, like the surfing centers, talent stage, green seats. You'll see some green seats around the campus. Lights, because even the graduating class makes a project. The graduating class are meaning those students that are leaving, that are going to graduate. They make a project. This time around, they bought some lights which were fixed around campus. Even the flags which you will see there, you'll be seeing them. So I think that's all. Okay, now I'm talking about the challenges that these students face. These challenges which they face on the leadership in Bugema. the challenges which students face. These are somehow, there are many, because the first challenge, a student might raise an issue to the leader, but the leader doesn't take it to the parliament, or does not address it to the stakeholders that are concerned. So that's a challenge already. That's a challenge already. It's a challenge. Then, when these students are electing these leaders, there's what we call, like, the there are high expectations. They trust these leaders, and they think that these leaders will address all their problems. They address all the problems. Like, choose a leader, and remember those leaders, they have empty promises. Leader will tell you that I will do this. There are certain leaders who told us that they are going to construct flyovers in the university, but they don't really do it when they get into power. You know. So those empty promises is part of the challenges that students face. Then corruption, because I've told you that these students pay 20,000 each semester. If you get the 20,000 and you multiply by the number of students, like 1,000 students, you multiply with the 20,000 which they pay per semester, that's a lot of money. But you find out they do a project which is not worthy the money they pay. Like when you look at the talent stage, they say that they spent over 8 million constructing it. But you can reach there, you see the pseudo work which they did. You know. So that's already a challenge. It's already a challenge. It's already a challenge now. Like the other year, constructing that surfing center, they did pseudo work. Reaching there, the tiles were falling just in a week. You know. So those are the challenges.
Oh wow, when it comes to challenges, what do you perceive as the main challenge facing student leaders at Bugema? Let me say this is a good question because it comes at a time when I just fresh, in the experience, and I have kind of first hand on information on how it means to be, what challenges student leaders face. But one thing is, student leaders may not necessarily be politicians. So they face a problem of these politicians who are greedy, who play just, tricks, dirty tricks for them to get into position. And they affect so much the other capable leaders that may have come up here in BU. I'm talking from BU area. So the other thing could be the different associations. In most cases, these different people from the different countries they come from. I've heard a lot of things being said. Bugema politics is all about countries, nationality. Where do you come from? And yes, these nationalities exist to help us relate with each other, know where we're coming from, and born from the foreign country where maybe like the Uganda University Tanzanian students, the Congolese Student Association, Rwanda students, all those. But then the problem comes when if the heads of the unit of the association have signed a memorandum of understanding with any other person coming up, like for this case when elections are drawing nigh and different association heads sign memorandums of understanding with different parties of candidates for BUSA elections, it kind of challenges other capable leaders under these associations who wanted to support or be on the other side that their association is not being on. So they are really challenged that way. that they are bound so much by they're kind of seen as betrayers, like traitors from their countries, yet they just wanted to have their own decision to maintain their integrity. That really challenges leaders. Then the other thing could be the name of leaders in BU has been spoiled over the years. Student leaders, cases of corruption, money laundering, mm, weird projects, and there is no transparency when it comes to the way the money is used and the impact on students too. So student leaders in Busa and leadership in Busa, they really have mistrust from the students. They don't fully believe in their leaders or trust them. And even when this can be seen when they call for meetings, the turn up is not always that good. It's less than so less. Just maybe the concerned few, like 20 actually in the whole university, in the whole students association, only those turn up. So that faces students and leaders a lot. And the other thing maybe could be routes of communication and funds actually, because there are many issues concerning funds that cannot just be settled overnight.
As we wrap up our journey, we can't help but feel inspired by Bugema University beauty and spirit. It's a place where nature and education go hand in hand, creating a special environment for students to thrive. Thanks for joining us on this adventure, and remember, Bugema University doors are always open for you to explore again soon.